which was provided, okay, and the altitude of the cone is 50. Again, reading the question in the red box. I'm going to bring up the extreme generator to the ground. Bring up the extreme generator to the ground. And there is the two solids, the front elevation of both solids drawn. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my sphere with each individual shape. So I'm going to start with the cylinder. Just because the PowerPoint does it the opposite way around, I'm just going to do it the opposite way around. So my radius of my sphere is 18 millimeters. So I can step out from the edge of the cylinder by 18 millimeters. And I can draw a parallel line to the edge of the cylinder. I can also step up from the ground by 18 millimeters and draw a parallel line. The radius of my sphere is going to be from the center point to the ground, okay, or the center point to here, the point of contact between the object. So again, this sphere is fake. And this here is what I'm going to call P1, fake point of contact. Okay. I'm going to bring that's in the side-by-side position with the cylinder. I'm going to bring it down to the side-by-side position with the cylinder in plan. And I'm going to roll it around. Roll it around to where I don't know yet, because that's all I can do. I just know that it's in contact with the ground and the cylinder, so it's just going to constantly roll around that object. Okay, I know that it's going to be positioned here towards the front somewhere because the sphere is going to be in contact with both objects and the ground. So I'm finished with the cylinder now. I can't do much more work. I actually don't know, sorry. So now I'm going to find it in contact with the cone. So I'm ignoring the cylinder and just concentrating on the cone. And this style of question we've done twice before. So again, I'm going to step up from the ground 18 millimeters. I don't need to measure a second time because I've already done it here. So I'll bring that across over there. Okay, that sphere is rolling along the ground, or the XY line. And this time I'm going to bisect the angle here just to do something a little bit different. So instead of drawing a parallel line to the edge of the cone, which I could do, I'm going to bisect the angle, which is a different technique, but again, will give me the same result. So put the compass on 1, second arc, compass on 2, third arc, and we join them up. Here is the center point of my fake sphere. Okay. Now, as we already previously know, this is the point of contact from the center point 90 degrees to the ground. Okay, we know that that's the radius, but we also know that that is our normal. We know that from primary school, but when you apply it to a different question or a different angle, we get confused for some reason. So now we know that to get the point of contact between the sphere and the cone, we go 90 degrees from the center point to the tangent, and the tangent is the outside of the cone. So that there is going to be P2, fake point of contact. I'm going to bring that down to the outside of the cone, and I'm going to spin it around. And once I spin it around, where the two arcs meet each other is the finished location of my sphere. So I'm going to draw this in position now. It's going to overlap the cone because it's a sloping surface, and it's going to touch the cylinder perfectly at one point because it's a vertical surface. Okay. So now I have fake point of contact here, fake point of contact there. I have the finished location of my sphere here. I'll bring the finished location up. Center point there and center point there, roll across. So this is the actual finished center point of my sphere. So I'll draw that in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my points of contact. So this is POC1. The second point of contact is going to be between the cylinder and cone. Sorry, cylinder and sphere. So I'll join the two centers, and somewhere on that has to be the point of contact. Here's the fake point of contact. I bring that down, I swing it around, wherever it meets the line will be my POC. I'll bring that POC up and roll it across, and that is POC. So we'll number them: POC1, POC1, POC2, POC2. This point of contact is here again the same height. If I walk along the ground, I don't change in height, so either should the point of contact. If you walk around your house, the house doesn't change height unless it goes to a different roof surface. And so therefore then I'm going to bring this down to the extreme generator and spin it around. And how do I know where to stop? Well, again, if we join the two centers of the circles, the point of contact is going to be on that. So that's POC3, POC2, POC1. I'll bring POC3 up, and that will be POC3. Somewhere on the page, on the corner of the page, I will add in my sketch, my three-dimensional sketch. I might even colour these objects in so I understand which is at the front and which is at the back. And that is your question complete.